So 20 teams go into a match, right? And depending on how much damage and kills and place you got ranked a certain amount of RP that you used to rank up.
Okay.
So you could.
Excuse you.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. My bad.
I'm joking.
It used to be like starting, at the first ring, you got maybe 3 or 4 RP per kill until it got to like round 3, right? Like mid game. And then you'd start to get more because you always start negative. You always start minus 25 or something. So currently, you do not make any points whatsoever until you are the 10th squad in the match. So, yeah. So as long as 10 people die off, you go positive 20 points. No matter your kills, no matter your damage, you could you could have killed the first 9 teams to get to that 10th spot. You don't get any points. And then you only get plus 20. Yeah, essentially you're
in the top half.
Yeah, and that's what's happened. So because of that, very low skilled players are achieving higher ranks this season.
That's terrible. As long as you can hide good enough.
Yeah, Diamonds, Masters, even Apex Predator, right? The top ranking. So to obtain the Apex Predator ranking, you essentially after your Masters, you have to hit a certain amount of RP, and to be then it's ranked within the Apex Predator ranking itself, 1 through 500, right? However much RP that you have made. So in order, it used to be you'd get ranked out of Masters, and then you'd have to do something crazy like 10,000 RP or something ridiculous to get up to the high 200s, or 100s or whatever. To even get within the ranking of Apex Predator, you have to have over 100,000 RP right now. Because so many people have gotten into it.
Fuck. Wait,
you can go negative, right? So, but I mean, as long as you camp it out, you're fine. And there's a couple popular streamers as a protest. They went 50 games, no kills, and achieved Masters and Predator by just camping out entire matches to 3rd or 4th place. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
In Halo 3, me and my buddy, we played so much doubles together. Eventually, we started trying to win by timer. So we would get 2 kills ahead and then just try to hide on the map. And yeah, there was a lot of cold storage. There was a really good spot where you could hide up in the rafters. And if you didn't know about it, it was really hard to find.
Well, see, and that makes sense, right? You at least have to get 2 kills and then hide, so you're contributing to the match even just a little bit.
Yep.
The current state right now, you don't have to do dick. You don't have to grab a gun. You don't have to get armored. You just have to find, the last ring and hide. All you have to do, and you'll make more points than probably half that match.
The way I think it should be is imagine a curve that's really steep and then flattens out in the middle and then really steep again at the end. And I feel that's how the points should be. If you're one of the first few teams out, you should lose a ton of points. And then,
well, yeah, because that would encourage,
smart play at the beginning.
Yeah.
But then,
it used to be the season before it, you only got a point per kill, and then as the rounds went, as the second round, now you get 3 points. Third round, all right, now you get 10 points. Fourth round, you got 25
they did
points.
it by rounds.
Right, which made a little bit more sense because it decentivized, killing people off the bat. Yeah, a hot drop. And that, because, I mean, it truly there was no point because you were risking a point, And if you're going in there negative 25 already, you're only going to go 24. Now it's you can't do anything. If you do anything before 10th round or 10th place, you're an idiot. Like hot dropping and all that.
But I mean, you still have to at least try to find guns to like kind of defend yourself if you're not really good at hiding.
Yeah,
or something.
I mean, if you know the situation calls for it, yeah, you need to.
You still have to be able to play the game,
but it's just like it baffles my mind. Absolutely baffles my mind.
Yeah, it's a weird rework of the rank system. It's weird. It feels like some people that design rank systems have never played ranked in a video game seriously, or
oh my gosh,
or don't play that specific game.
I swear the rank system of Apex Legends has changed. They're in like their 12th or 13th season. I swear to God, it's changed like every season.
That's wild. And I mean,
because they can't get skill-based matchmaking down very well.
Yeah, and even League has changed over time. Like, I understand it. It's not going to be.
Yeah.
You're never going to get. Very few rank systems have gotten it right off the rip. Like Halo 2, they used to have a really big problem in the upper ranks with modders.
Yeah.
People would steal host, and then they were able to actually just create custom maps and change the spawn points and spawn timers and stuff. And they would they would literally, you would spawn in their site and they would have a fully automatic unlimited ammo sniper. And games were over in like 2 or 3 minutes and it was 50-0. So like pros, what they would have to do if they wanted to play in high ranks is they would have to steal the host from them and then just create a normal lobby.
Wow.
For an online rank system. But that only happened at the really high ranks.
Yeah.
It happened to me like once or twice, and I probably played maybe 1,000 ranked games of Halo 2.
Diablo changed it up for their difficulty this round. So it used to be you picked what tournament level you were playing on, all the way up to 15. And that was how difficult, and that, gave you more experience, better rates for items and all that jazz. Now you can't, so they only go up to World Tier 4 right now, and you can't get into World Tier 4 or 3. So 3, you got to be level, you have to complete a dungeon for World Tier 3, and you have to complete a dungeon for World Tier 4. World Tier 4 starts at 70 plus, World Tier 3 starts at 60 plus, so obviously you hit, 58, 59, or 60, and then you go do the World Tier 3 dungeon, and you can now play on that difficulty. I just did the World Tier 4 at 61. So I did it 9 levels under, and I beat the dungeon. So I'm currently playing, I'm 10 levels less than my actual world. A little nutty.
Sounds too easy.
Well, I mean, if you get the right build going, anything can be easy, right?
True.
And I figured out a crit build for the Necro, which has always been stupid OP. And here we are.
I mean, is Diablo supposed to be like Elden Ring, where it's actually supposed to be hard, or is it supposed to be one of those games that, like, if you grind enough, it's just easy?
If you, it is no way like Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a Souls game. Souls games have always been difficult. The problem they ran into kind of early on was people would think of combinations that developers wouldn't think of, and they would figure out ways to just become insane and OP. So an easy thing for the developer was, well, let's just keep upping the difficulty. You can now select a higher difficulty. Now you can select a higher difficulty. And that's how Diablo 3 went from having easy, medium, hard, extreme to Torment 1. They started with Torment 5, so you could go up to Torment 5. When they ended the last season, they were on Torment 23. So you could pump the game, and I mean, now you're in millions of damage. I was playing on 23, and a critical strike I would do on a monster would do like 2.3 million damage in like one hit. Like it was nutty.
That's
absolutely
awesome.
nutty.
And how much damage do you start off like doing right away?
Oh, you start with like 10. For this one though, I think they did a little bit smarter, and they throttled you. So you can't, like, even though I'm playing 10 levels under right now, I'm not getting that 10 level gear yet.
Okay.
Right? Because of my current level. I'm getting gear that's rated for my current level, and I'll occasionally get, you know, better gear that will up my level. So you have to rise slowly. You can't just pound through it.
Mm-hmm.
But they also decreased like just numbers in general, I think. Right? Like, so I'm level 63 and I'm only doing my base hit damage is like 3,500 right now. Okay. And I'm on world tier 4. So I don't think we're ever going to get back towards like the millions and billions again. I don't think they want to do that just because it got too easy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
People figured it out.
I kind of like that though, in the sense of if you discover something OP, you don't you're not scared to use it because you're scared it's going to get nerfed. Like, that's a really cool way.
Yeah. And that's what they did with 3. You know, people figured out something OP for a certain character or a certain type of armor that season, and instead of nerfing it, they just
rolled with it.
More difficulty. They were like, all right, well, that's crazy OP. Here's another difficulty. Oh, here's another difficulty.
Yeah, I really like that. Because I think that's one of my biggest gripes with gaming right now is everyone expects stuff to be balanced.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, it's boring to me. Like, I'm trying to think, if they constantly like patched Halo and tried to make all the guns balanced, like, the game would have been stupid.
Oh yeah.
Like, just use the BR, use the sniper. Shotgun is good in some situations. Rockets are disgusting, and that's how the game goes.
How they've been, yeah. Develop your strategy around it. You just got to be real good.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that's a way to kind of like handicap yourself if you are playing with friends or something. Just use BB guns. Actually, there was certain situations where, like, if you combine the pistol with the SMG in Halo, you were able to kill faster than like the BR. But if you go dual SMGs, it doesn't work because you don't have the execute from the pistol with the headshot.
Nice.
I think it'd be really fun to design a game. I should start dicking around in Unreal Engine 5.
You should.
There's guys that have like made games by themselves, but I imagine they're probably worked on some kind of game design before or something.
You wouldn't believe the games that people come up with built into a game already, like Roblox and Minecraft.
Pretty sure that's how League started out. League was a add-on to like StarCraft or something.
Yeah. And then you're just waiting for that one rich dude to buy it from you. And then you're done. You're retired.
You ever watch the YouTube channel Jack Frags?
No, but I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
Okay, he's some British dude who plays a lot of first-person shooter games.
Okay.
And fairly certain he's British. And he covered a game that someone solo designed in Unreal Engine 5, and it kind of gave me like almost Halo 1 vibes, but a little faster. You can like tumble, and like there's kind of some special abilities you can use. But dude, it looks really fun. I should check on the status of that game.
I mean, Dr. Disrespect came out with his own game, with his own BR.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
People like it. I mean, he's still it's released, but it's not fully developed all the way. I think he's still adding stuff to it. But that, I mean, that's how you should do it. Get your feedback.
I think people's obsession with like when people get pissed off that games aren't like completely finished, it's a little silly. But also if you release a game that like barely functions, like Master Chief Collection, but the store is fine, it's like, come on, guys.
Well, and
they're still and for the first month they only release cosmetic stuff. It's like your game is falling apart. What are you doing? Kind of like
the
Infinite.
Thing that irritates me. So you'll have a company come out and they'll start making a game, right? Yep. So you've got maybe like 1,000 people working on one game, like doing the mechanics of it, boundaries, the artwork. Mm-hmm. And then they'll release a game and somebody starts complaining because they found something that's ridiculous or stupid or, broken or whatever kind of deal. Like, yeah, of course, 20 million people logged in to play this game. They're going to find something a lot quicker than 1,000 people developing it.
Yep. Yeah, when people complain about bugs.
And that's why patches happen.
Yeah, when people are like, I can't believe this game has this bug. It's like, bro, what?
Like, don't get me wrong, they did a lot to try to, like, kill stuff like that. But it's inevitable. Like, you're going to find something.
Yeah. I mean... And there's another thing, too, is, like, Halo 2, if they would have fixed a lot of the bugs in the game, it would have been a completely different game, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, super jumping... technically the combo BXR, that's a bug that people abuse the hell out of. Double shotting, there's a lot of bugs that people just used on the, and like it was kind of like skill expression, like
yeah,
if you can double shot, you're a beast.
It's completely the same way with Apex Legends. People figured out that you could do what's called tap strafing.
Okay.
Right? And tap strafing is, imagine, a character that jumps through the air and then midway through the air, he can completely change direction. Right? That's insane. That's an insane movement.
Yep.
That wasn't intended. That wasn't an intended game mechanic, but somebody figured out, if you log it to your scroll wheel or something crazy, that you can tap strafe now.
Interesting. I haven't seen that.
But it has become like a staple. Like, if you can't tap strafe, there's no way you're going to survive upper ranking.
Yep.
But they haven't removed it. They haven't patched it or done anything. It's just, it's a skill of the game.
You could do that in Halo 5, I think, because they had like thruster pack. So you would jump one way and then thruster the other way.
Yeah, this was like immediate though. Like you were literally about to land in one spot, but instead you completely go in opposite direction. And it throws your opponent off.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It's nuts. Next time Robert's on, you should ask him to show you.
Okay.
It's an insane game mechanic that some dude just randomly figured out.